Okay, I pushed this live.
And we're live.
It's happening. I have so
Twitch
many.
just notified me that we're live.
I have so many tabs open on this thing because I have so much shit to go through today. But it's good stuff. That's the best part.
It said that we're live, but we're still showing illusions.
Give it a second.
Oh, hey, eventually refreshing worked. We're live. 18 episodes to go.
Oosh. Oh. I figured out what to do for 100.
Okay.
I won't say it live on the show, but it's gonna be a hell of a show.
Every show's a hell of a show.
That one's gonna be a thing. I'm telling you right now. It's gonna be a thing.
Well, let's kick this off.
8. I didn't like put us in places it normally puts us.
Are we ready?
About to be.
Okay. As soon as you Friday, May 25th us, I'm dropping this.
I was about to, but I forgot that I needed to start the recording. Because then it would be pointless.
Recording's probably useful. It's a big bottle.
It's a big boy. Got them big boys.
I had my nice light starter one.
That's good. All right. Let's do one of these. Okay. Today is May 25th, 2018. This is episode 82 of Maelstrom Radio.
Maelstrom Radio. With your hosts, Flatus and Shinder.
And welcome everybody to Maelstrom Radio. My name is Flatus. With me, this host is like diet soda, none of the calories and all the flavor. It's Shin.
Also don't taste that great, but hey.
I mean, my other one was, let's see. My other one was, this host is a smoothie, sweet and good for you.
I like that one.
Yeah, which would make me a concrete, thick and sweet.
Like a McFlurry?
No.
No, a Blizzard.
Like from Dairy Queen?
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Everyone loves them.
It's true.
And they're very thick and sweet.
Yep. You could hold me above your head and I won't slip out.
Things not to say while I'm trying to take a drink there.
Episode 82 is already starting. If you didn't get that joke, you know.
Put it in your mouth.
You know. It's the best thing I've heard all night. No, it's gonna get better though. Don't worry.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Paul. Your night's not been going great then.
Yeah, it'll get better. Trust me.
All right, let's get the boring parts out of the way. We've got feast results in.
Yeah,
That happened.
it did. People got things. They did get. There was feast specific armor that went away. The blood weapons that they all dripped with blood. I'm kind of upset that I didn't go for those because. Fuck me, I would have loved a Dark Knight sword, blood dripping on it, because you know.
More blood for the blood gauge.
There's a lot of blood references there. Blood spiller, blood for the blood gauge, blood sword, bleeding heart, all those things that a Dark Knight is. But also, the other piece of news, 4.3 dropped, and you know how that is. People have been doing shit.
2 weeks till spoiler cast.
Yep, 2 weeks. Next week, I don't know. We're done. We're done with Musical May today. Today's the last episode for Musical May. So next week, Salt Chat. I don't know. Something's happening next week. That'll be a thing. I know. We're community news. We do have one piece of community news. We'll be on Move Around on this. Well, I'll be on Move Around. We don't know what your schedule is yet, but I will be on Move Around for their 50th episode on June 2nd. So links and hosts will be down. She Heals Out Tank will be there as well.
One other piece of community news, which won't be useful for any of our podcast listeners, but for anyone who's watching the show live, Canary is actually this weekend. So if you haven't RSVP'd, get on that. I believe there's a show, tonight's VIP, tomorrow there's a show I believe at 4 p.m. Pacific, and there's another one on Sunday if there's still room. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm. Now to note, to think like, how come Flatus and Shin aren't VIP? We are. It's just that our show is on Fridays and their show is going on. It starts in like 20 minutes, so we won't make it. But no, we are VIP. we were sent VIP. We could have gone, but I did put the ask in for Sunday, and I was like, "Yo, can we get VIP status for Sunday?" He's like, "Got you, bro." So I can go to any show I want. So how about that?
You just might have to put up with some cat facts.
Oh, jeez. All right.
In unrelated news, the shitposting has already started for FanFest 2018 in Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
If you weren't planning on going, there's a lot of us planning on going. You should really come.
It's true. We've made fun of Dragoons already.
Yeah, but they're just way too easy of a target.
Yeah.
I mean, you can literally target anywhere on the floor and you'll probably find a Dragoon.
Mm-hmm. So all of Vegas, look at the floor. It's nothing in all Vegas floors are covered in Dragoons and strip joint cards. Which, by the way, if you're an intelligent person, you could turn into a card game like I was trying to do last time I was there. I'm telling you, there's a TCG available waiting to happen there.
I mean, we never had a TCG, but like when I first went to Vegas with SOE Live a number of years ago, we did have a competition to who could collect the most.
You can make a TCG out of that. Like I hit you with Stardust. Let us use lactation. It was.
All right, before that goes too much farther on, we have this final episode of Music May.
Yes.
And you had lots of time to like prepare for this and get this stuff going.
I did. It's all.
I hear it's going to be a really interesting episode.
It is. The best part is, you don't know, is that here, I will link all this music on our site, like when I make the notes, so you can do it.
Got the credits.
So yeah, and so what I did is that I wanted to focus on. We looked at so this month we checked out Soken. We talked about music and its and how it relates into Stage Reborn. We did the interview with Sabaku. And then we did an amazing interview, our last episode, with Lucky Sparrow, and how they were taking music and entertaining using music from outside the game and mixing it with the emotes and dances of inside the game. Today I had the day off, so I sat down here and I said I knew what the show was going to be. It took me a minute, but I knew what it was going to be. And essentially what I did was I made a mixtape for you all of artists who are out there making Final Fantasy XIV covers and remixes of some of my favorite and so probably all of your favorite music. Some people you may have heard before, we may be using their music.
I can guarantee you've heard at least one of the people on this list.
Yes. Some you may have not. And
unless you've never listened to our show before, in which case, really?
But the best part is that we're going to go sit down, we're going to listen to some of their music, and we'll talk a little bit about what we're listening to and kind of discuss what we like about it. Essentially, hopefully by the end of this show, you've gotten to listen to some artists. And I know there is one person on this list. One, I can guarantee it, because I looked at their views on YouTube and I looked at their comments on YouTube, and they have comments open, and it hurts my soul that they are not getting the views and the love that they deserve, because they are doing amazing stuff with the Final Fantasy XIV music. Amazing stuff. So with that being said, I hope you enjoy this episode of Maelstrom Radio, aka Final Fantasy XIV Community Mixtape. So the first person on our list, the links are all in there, Shin, so you can just grab them, listen along with us. We'll just
go on top of it.
Perfect. This person's called, their name is Lost Tarot. I found them on SoundCloud, and they did an entire, which I love. They did an entire Final Fantasy XIV chiptune little EP, and I'm all about that. So
you can't go wrong with a chiptune. Chiptunes are great.
Yeah, you can't at all. So we'll go ahead and we'll kick off. We'll listen to a little bit of Knights of the Round by Lost Tarot.
I was going to do it. Never mind.
You know what the thing is? Like, we always love like that 8-bit, 16-bit remakes of music, and these are so good.
You can't go wrong with chiptunes.
No.
And like, I was actually gonna say, did you look at all of these before you decided to play Knights of the Round?
Oh no!
I mean, there's one for Ravana on here.
Oh, there is. Don't worry. We're gonna hit up. We're gonna hit him up. Don't worry. All right. So I also want
to have too much time. You got a lot of artists on here.
Oh, I know. I want to hit 2 more on this list. I want to hit Alexander. I'll give you a little bit of Alexander. Also, I gotta say, SoundCloud sucks because it. So good. All right. And last but not least, I'm going to give him a little bit of the Ravana. Now, the last song is a chiptune boss medley. So it's Ravana, Sephiroth, and Nail Darnus. So, damn, that fucking Alexander, though. All right, and here's Ravana. Dude, so good.
I love chiptunes.
It's so good. I can listen to the Ravana one all day. I'm gonna go ahead and pause it there. So Lost Tarot to me is doing something really interesting. The EP is available right on SoundCloud, and this person's not only just doing Final Fantasy 14. If you like different video game music and like they did a Mana OST, chiptune version. Like they remixed a lot of stuff, but the fact that we got great mixes for some chiptunes for things that you didn't think we get chiptunes of, like Circus Tower is available on this as well. It's really good. They're doing something really neat, and we'll have that link, of course, on our site. Go check out Paradise Lost. I really love their stuff. I would like to see a second Realm remixed. I would like, if anything, I'd like to see maybe a Stormblood remixed, and maybe do a little bit of like Lakshmi and Byakko and stuff like that. And
I mean, they also did like Broken Angel, which I think just really, really fits with our whole old Garuda gang.
Yep.
It's just, yeah.
It's good stuff. Good stuff. Next on our list, of course, Soto, who did not only provided the show outro for us. Thank you, Soto, by the way. Soto actually did a couple of other remixes. And a lot of people don't always know that because Soto doesn't always like advertise. And the one reason why I know who Soto is, I was on SoundCloud and I was like, hey, shit, like we were just like, I was like, I wanted a new outro, and I found Soto, and then Soken found Soto. I was already had sent the message out that I was like, can I use your Amdapur thing as for our outro? And that was a yes. And then also like the Amdapur track blew up when Soken used it. I was like, it's already ours. So today though, I do want to give you a little bit of looking at all of that. Yep, there it is. All right, I want to give you a little bit of Sophia.
Oh, I was gonna go with the other one.
The dragon song?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm gonna do dragon song as well, but
Dragon song starting around 28 seconds in.
Yep. Sophia ramps up. Sophia's very calm. All of a sudden it's just like boop.
I mean, Sophia just as a normal song is kind of like that as well, right? Like it's a very, very calm song.
It is.
Overall. Like yeah.
But then like when it's ready to ramp up, all of a sudden he just kicks it. And it's so good. Of course, I'm going to switch over to Dragon Song and Soto's Dragon Song remix as well.
28 seconds in.
戦いは終わった。あとはフレースベルグの言葉通りエスティニアン殿の回復を祈るばかりの中
And here we are. And that
I'm pretty sure I'm past what you're actually listening and hearing through, but yeah.
Soto kills it. I'm so happy that he's our outro music.
I kind of want to take this one for our outro.
It's good.
Emperor is great, but the Dragon Song War one is just... I have a special place for the music from Heaven's Word.
Heaven's Word had fantastic music.
Honestly, I probably love Stormblood's music a little bit more, but we don't have a CD yet for Stormblood, so I haven't listened to it as much. I can't even say soon, because I'm pretty sure that CD doesn't drop until like early June.
Yeah. All right. Give you a little bit of Soto. Next, also, if you've listened to our show, you know that we have another intro. It's a little bit longer than our normal intro. We tend to use it for special occasions. Also, if we also need like a few extra seconds grabbing a beer or something before the show, we'll drop the Ride Hot.
Do we ever do that?
All the time. We'll drop the Ride Hot version of Knights of the Round. But of course, Ride Hot also has a few other songs. And whoop, clicking buttons. He also has a Zervon Containment Bay Z1T9, a Shiva Oblivion EDM remix, and a Shiva Oblivion progressive mix. Now, the Shiva EDM mix and the progressive mix, you would think like that's just Oblivion twice. They are totally different. And I am going to give you a little bit of taste of both of those, just so you can see the difference in what Ride Hot can do with a progressive remix and an EDM remix.
I mean, even with Soken, like Soken did Oblivion as the original song, and later we got Let It Go, which is the same song but a completely different style. Like going from like that punk rock to a ballad is very different.
It's very, very different.
And to say Oblivion is an amazing song anyway.
It is. Do a little bit of the EDM remix first. Very relaxed.
Just not very usual for EDM.
No, this is chilled out though. Like I could like do that. This could be my like feast music, like my PvP music. Because like usually when I want to do PvP, like I wanted something like this a little bit.
Nah, I'm different. Like I want something that's like crazy upbeat.
But I don't know, like it's upbeat to me, but it's not like or Coheed. I guess it's like
yeah, I agree. It is pretty upbeat. It's more. You're right. It is kind of chill, kind of more relaxed as well. And when I'm trying to PvP, I don't want necessarily chill. I want like edge of the seat, like go 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 go.
I love the piano. It's so good.
We also have this progressive version.
Yes. And now the progressive version is Different intro completely.
It's very different, yes.
But yet again, you hear that like sound like ramping up a little bit.
My YouTube history is going to be really interesting after this show.
Got a lot of remixes.
At first, when you said progressive, I wasn't expecting this.
All right. Different sound completely. Same song, different.
But yet, both still very, like, chill for your previous descriptor.
Yeah. I love it.
They are pretty amazing.
Ride Hot is doing interesting takes on like stuff like Oblivion. The only one we didn't play, and I'll play a little bit of it real quick, because the Zervin Containment Bay, because I don't think Zervin's song in game is the out of the three of those primals. I don't think Zervin's music is popular, and I think he does something for me personally that makes Zervin's song really good, and like I could listen to it all the time. And if that was the primal fight music, I'd be like, I'm down for Zervin every time.
I mean, I enjoy most of the primal music, or the trial music in general. Like, no spoilers, but the latest trial music is also pretty amazing.
It is,
especially the final phase. Second phase also has some pretty good music.
Can I tell you that Zervin's is like super funky?
It is. I kind of was listening to it in the background. It was different from the others, but it still has that same sort of feel.
That nice, like chill, like jazzy little piano. I love it. Like even Ride Hot, like I've I gotta remember not to use, like, I have mouse controls on my damn thing, but Ride Hot, the one thing he says, I try to make this tune. That's fine. I'm going to give him a little taste. I do want to note that Ride Hot under Zervin's thing is like, I tried to make this song really fascinating, and I like that. I like that it wasn't like I tried my take. He's like, I tried to make it like an interesting take, because it was a song that I don't think people found special, like it compared to the other music in Heaven. And I'm comparing it just against the other trial fights in Heavensward. Like you're going up against Ravana, Sephiroth, Sophia, Thornton, Lights of the Round. Like those are big, heavy hitting songs, and Zervin's was kind of lackluster, where his was like, man, I'd want to go run Zervin again for whatever reason. So I definitely think Red Hot's doing something cool.
On one hand, it's kind of good that it wasn't something so heavy, so amazing. Like, there's only so much you can do, and if every single song that comes out is like the best, or it's really, really awesome, it kind of takes away from the rest of them. So it is nice to see there is something a little bit more calming, a little bit more not as punchy in there. So when something really good does come out, like for example, the final phase music in the latest trial, it really shows compared to the other stuff.
Yeah, and it's so interesting because when you think of Zervan as the fight, you think, all right, the
birthday cake.
You think birthday, well, yeah, but you also think like, man, it's gonna have some like metal heavy, like, but it's not that at all. And then that's Sephiroth, and then you get the birthday cake, and it's like, all right, but I think that would almost make me think like, going into doing it, like I would get the birthday cake and this thing, and I get this relaxing, like, all right, I could chill out, just hang out with Zervin a little bit. I almost want to just do extreme. Just listen, if that was the extreme music, like we did a little different for the extreme mix, so like, yeah. So I'd be down. So, And just in case, like we said, if you like any of this, if this is something you're like, hey, where do I get that? You'll find all this on our website when we post the show, and we'll have links to all the music, so you can find it, listen to it, and add it to your clips. So
speaking of odd songs to do remixes of, though.
Well, this was actually because they remember back in Heavensworth they had the music contest and they asked people to redo Broom for a remix.
Right, yep.
Plus one, and there was one other person, and I was looking for them and I couldn't find them, where he actually used, and I can't remember, if I find it, I will link it on our website, or I'll link it on Twitter as well, where he did a complete remix using like the crafting sounds for the broom. Like it was like, yeah, he would hear like, and it was, I'm telling you, it was really good. Like it was like and then all of a sudden he started spilling the music in and like using the beats of all like the crafting sounds. I was like, that was a really interesting use of like game noises to make like, it was super cool.
Is that like back when the people used like the Windows 95 sounds to make music?
Yes. Exactly that. So, of course, Plus One did his own broom mix. Now, it's not the one with the sound, but it's still really good. He kills it. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a little bit of Night in the Broom by Plus One. You know, it's great. This is also one of my favorite, like, little ditties, like, in a major town. Like, I love going to Ishgard, although I know a lot of people that don't like Ishgard, but I love Ishgard because this music.
I do like the music in Ishgard, but that could possibly be because it's one of the towns that I've spent the least amount of time in.
It's true.
Like, honestly, the music in Idleshire is not that bad, but I absolutely detest it because I've heard it so much. Same thing with the Golden Saucer.
And this song's not that long, because I think they had to keep it to a short amount of time for the contest.
Yeah, it's definitely really, really short. And, like, Night in the Broom isn't a terribly long song anyways. It does loop a lot.
But I like he did, like, a little drop, like a little boop. I actually just love that whole one play out because it's so short. But that was Plus One's version of Night in the Broom. It's super good. I would love to hear more from him. I think, and I tried looking, like that's the only thing he's done for Final Fantasy 14. I'd be interested to see his take on like certain songs. I'd like to see maybe his take on Bismarck would be interesting. Since Bismarck's very like, I don't want to say dance, but it's electronic. It's an electronic song. Also maybe some maybe like a remix for something from like Alexander, or I would like to see his take on Latoya's Cave. That would be great.
Yeah, that'd be a really good one.
Like the way he used like the Night in the Broom. I would love to see the Machinery track done by Plus One. So
or even stuff like the stuff from Gooball Library.
Oh yeah, that would be great too.
That whole era.
Yeah. There's a lot of music for this. Clearly. Well,
just a little.
Speaking of that, I found so this is two people. So REO did the remix of Locust. And I found someone who actually did the lyrics. Like, so REO just did the music, and I found that track. But then a YouTuber by the name of Catty Kate, she's a vocalist, and she added the lyrics to it. Together, like I was like, all right, it's good. It's like the Locust, but it's missing the lyrics. She did the lyrics, and all of a sudden, this song went like they took it from like right here and went boop, and it needed that extra bloop to make it like, man, that's good. And of course, now REO featuring. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Play the music.
Okay. REO featuring Katy Cat, Locust.
Seeking the peace of reason, she been a peaceless season, reason to keep it.
And
Oh, no.
Speaking of things we'd like to see from other places, people,
Yeah.
I could definitely see Ario doing a cover of the Bismarck theme.
I wonder if he
It's
did.
got a similar feeling. It's very possible.
I listened to a little bit of other songs that she's sung, and she's done something like she's robotic, like she's changed her voice using a voice modulator. But this song in general's got quick lyrics, so it's hard to keep up with it. So good. I love that he still kept the the guitar there. I love this. I love that it's
It does remind me of Bismarck, just the normal Bismarck.
like the yeah, like the bass difference too, like the little the off tempo. So good.
Fortunately, I'm not seeing anything around Bismarck.
Yeah. There's a couple of Bismarck ones I'll send you, but I don't think they were like
For this, like, specifically
mind-blowing.
this artist.
Yeah. Oh, for this artist, yeah. All right. So that was REO featuring Katy Cat with Locust Rock with vocals. It's really good, a nice different take on Locust, and I think she's just a great singer, and I like her modulation. Without modulation, she's like you could tell like she sung almost muffled, but like on purpose. Like she she did it really well to match what the song was interpreting in the game, which was like a robot kind of singing those things, or like the gobbies wearing mech suits or whatever the case was, or they're like little masks over their faces. So I know you were asking for a Bismarck theme remix, and oddly enough, the next one is a Bismarck theme remix.
It's almost like it worked all together.
Yeah, it's like all your name days have come at once.
Bismarck would not be one of the songs I wish for if it was my name day.
Yeah, and this is a Bismarck. It's the final phase. It's called a Chill Out remix. So we'll give this a little listen. This is super laid back. Like I'm trying to over here, like try to do fishing. I just want relaxing, like Sunday morning crafting music. I think this is different enough to be, if you played it for someone that knows Bismarck's theme and you didn't tell them this was Bismarck and you made them listen to it, I don't think they could pull it that it was Bismarck.
If they didn't know Bismarck's theme?
I think even if they did, I don't think they could pull it.
No, there's definitely distinct elements of the song that you can tell that are linked to Bismarck's theme. It is very different. It's different enough that it is derivative, but there's definitely, you can tell that it's based on that theme.
The change up around like the minute 50-second mark is good. Man, that's a good song. That's so relaxing. And then that too.
And now that everyone's really, really calm and relaxed,
right?
You got some good stuff coming up next.
Yep. Go ahead and drop that. It's such a good song. Yes, that's right. So I've listened to I've been listening to the song for a while now. Lix did a song called Through the Maelstrom, which is really good, and I'm a big fan of this version of the song. Like Maelstrom Radio, fun fact, this was almost our theme song. I was trying to figure out how to make it work. It was hard because of the lyrics. So it was hard to get like our vocals that we needed to overlay over the track. And so I give you Lix Through the Maelstrom.
We probably could have got a lot of our stuff in if we did a lot of the vocals, like our vocals, a little bit more up front and cut off before the song's vocals kind of came in.
It's true. Never know. Maybe show 100. Just so different.
But enough that you can tell what it is still.
Oh, yeah.
You do definitely identify this as Through the Maelstrom.
Oh, yeah, you can tell this is Through the Maelstrom. But, like, it's like way more, like, poppin'.
I wonder what time all this is about.
Titan.
Did we agree with that?
Yeah. I would love to see if Lix does Rama. That's a one person. A Rama remix would be great as well. Song's so good. But also next on our list, so thought, we did a little bit of Heaven's Ward, a whole lot of, I should take that back. We did a little bit of Realm Reborn. We did a whole lot of Heaven's Ward. I thought maybe I'd throw in a little bit by Husky by the Geek. A guy on YouTube who pretty much does mainly Final Fantasy 14 covers, and boy didn't he attack Byaku when that came out, and he did one hell of a job. So I'm gonna give you some.
He also has a pretty awesome wolf hat in the video.
He is husky. It's a husky hat. He's Husky by the Geek.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I would love to get him on the show, talk to him about like how he comes up with like he writes these covers, like how does he figure. But I'll give you a little bit of the Byaku theme. Man, love this bass line. I think what I love about this song so much is that the bass line sticks out so prominently. Like, I think that bass music doesn't get as much, or I should say bass lines don't get a lot of love sometimes in rock music. That change up. And for those of you that have never listened to Husky by the Geek before, he's doing all the parts himself. He's just playing the bass line, he's got 2 different guitars, he's doing all the different chorus lines.
He's got a lot of music here from, again, Knights of the Round, Shiva, Locusts.
Mm-hmm. Doma Castle.
Leviathan. Through the Maelstrom again.
You can tell he like he feels the song because he's just like jamming out in his own music. So I wanted to get to this bass again. There it is, the bass solo. Okay. All right. So this next person, I picked a few different songs because this is the person that was not getting love on the YouTubes. And
for the record, there's a lot of songs here compared to the rest.
Yeah, and it's the only reason I picked so much music from this one person is because it's really good. It struck me. I'm like, when I play this music and you're telling yourself like, man, this person, if you think like, man, this person must be getting tons of views, there's no way that they're not. Like, it's really good. And I'm looking at like 200 some odd views and like 400 some odd views. I'm like, that hurts my soul so much. Like, just to give you an example, Husky got like 36K for Bayako. Just to give you like a comparison, like, and it's good. And Husky's great. What Hellraven is doing is phenomenal. Like, they're essentially rewriting these songs, but they're there. Like, they're just doing whole new versions of them. And I guess we'll start with, of course, one of my favorite songs. I love it. It constantly plays in the FC house. I have it on loop. It's in the mix. I keep it in the mix. And this is Black Bosom. Got it. All right, there it is. So this is the Edith's theme, Black Bosom. Much more piano on the front. Almost entirely different piano arrangement in the front. Adding lyrics is like vocals is great.
I don't want to go and listen to too much of this episode or this song, but I really think we need to jump closer to like 155 for a bit.
Sure.
because the song does change around then, and
Or I'll jump to 150 right before that.
it's about 205 when it changes. So
And I love that they kept that horror aspect to it, like the spooky aspect. Yep, there it is. Totally different. How is this? Dude, this is so good. They're playing, and I want to put out that they're playing off chord on purpose. Like, do this. Hellraven, so good. All right, and from there, Hellraven, of course, went from Black Bosom and right into one of the new fights. Now, this is a classic song, but you know, when it came out, it was Final Fantasy VI, and that was Kefka, and Kefka was still 16-bit at that time. Say 16-bit.
Maybe a little bit better than that, but yeah, not too much.
It was SNES, so SNES was 16. But depending on the sound chips, I can, you know. But still, it was great, and the Kefka's Dancing Mad theme is classic. But Hellraven, once again, changing it up, because if you've listened to Dancing Mad, you'll know what I mean. Almost did the classic, like, 6 version of it, too. Dude, this is so good. And those quick change-ups.
Somebody needs to come up with like a dubstep or EDM version of this, but just with his laugh.
Now, this arrangement's like 10 minutes long. I'm gonna jump ahead a little bit. If I can find it. Yeah, it's around like 5:20. It goes right into the like the Dancing Mad like middle da 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 da. Totally different version of that too, because that's normally done like on organs, and this is like very laid, like toned back. With the organs in the background though, so. Dancing Mad in itself is a super long song. It's almost...
It's over 10 minutes.
It is. We're not gonna listen to all 10 minutes here of this version, but like in general, like Dancing Mad's a long song. It's written almost like a I don't know, like a sonata almost, where it's like this long, like arcing, like it's supposed to be telling a story, because like usually the fight with Kefka is telling a story. So
I do want to point out one more thing. We want to skip around to like 6:45 or so.
I'm right there. It's actually rolled up.
Yeah. Completely changes the song again.
Yeah. Which would make sense because this is where at the point in Savage where, to be honest, I mean the whole point of the Kefka fight is that, you know, Kefka's a jester that becomes a god. And that's what makes Kefka such an interesting villain, because he's just, you know, scorches the earth.
And I don't think we need to play it, but the song does change another couple times from this point as well.
It does. Yeah, we'll let you discover that one, but it's really good. And if you played through and have done Kefka, do yourself a favor, listen to that arrangement, because it's got a lot of change ups. Also, they're really good at their video editing. Like they make like the change in the videos and stuff like that. Like we didn't load up the videos because you could look at our mugs, but because that would have been a lot of switching videos. There's a lot of stuff here at night. So next, of course, you know, I wouldn't have left Answers off this list, and Hellraven did their own version of Answers. So here is Answers by Hellraven. Now this is a far departure.
It's very different from Answers.
Really good though. I love this. Dude, this is totally different from Answers.
This, I can confirm, this does not sound like Answers.
They murdered this in the fucking studio. Hellraven! Hellraven murdered this in the studio. You know what murders my soul about this? 70 views, Shin. 70.
71 now. Or maybe 72.
2, because of us. No comments. Okay.
But then there's also still some newer stuff that they did.
Yeah, of course. Bring you back into Stormblood with a little bit of Sasano's theme. Now, Hellraven, once again. Let that revel begin. Different tempo on the intro part.
The revel still has to begin.
Oh yeah, well, anywhere Susano is. Probably call this episode "Let the Revel Begin."
wild and pure and forever free.
It's so good. 90 views. Minute like 40-second mark. Got a little breakdown. Change up different. Where can I ask where this chorus came from? Or like where the operatic choir came from?
Can't go wrong with the choir.
Dude, such a... I gotta see where this is going real quick because it... I see where it changes. It changes like the 3-minute mark. I'm like 8 seconds away from that. "90 views, Shin. How?"
A little bit longer before it changes.
Dude, right back into it. Hell Raven, you're giving me a happy. I'm so happy. I would invite them on the show, but I don't know how big the language barrier is. I know they clearly they are, everything's typed out in Japanese, and I'm pretty sure they speak Japanese. I don't know if they know English. I would love to have them on the show. I would love to have them on the show. I don't know how we'd make that work, but
Better start brushing up on your Japanese.
holy hell.
Now,
Like-
I'm kind of glad that you left this last one as the last one, because honestly, I think this is one of the more underrated songs from way back when.
It is, and it's one of my favorites. So I went ahead and, of course, Hellraven again, and this is our last song. This is Hellraven, Pharaoh Sirius. Your take is so beautiful on it, man. It's Super relaxing.
It's very, very calm.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice way to kind of end out everything.
It's one of my favorite like songs, and it's actually one of my favorite dungeons. One of my favorite songs for a dungeon, like right up there with Wanderer's
Even
Palace.
though you don't know how to get through it.
I just wanted that treasure. Could have been anything in there.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Level 1 materia.
Yeah.
And there is a slight change up because like there's a pause around the 220 mark. And I'm gonna end it there. Now, Pharaoh series had the most. Oh, that's not true. I believe the first one that we did had the most views with like 709. Hellraven, I gotta go to their videos real quick and let you know, just real quick. Shinryu's theme, Dancing Mad, Susanoo's theme, the Forbidden Land of Eureka's theme, Asm Step. They had a whole Asm Step theme Vocaloid that they did. They did a different version of Answers, and that version of Answers is different from the Answers that we listened to. Like they did the background music for Stormblood boss mixes. They did Alamigo's theme. And just even if you're a fan of their music, guess what? They're doing other Final Fantasies. They're doing Nier Automata. They did a Lost City of Amdapor, which was really good and totally different from our outro. Almost enough to be like, if I made that another outro, I don't need people to be like, this is a different version of it. It's amazing. Just Hellraven, wherever you are, wherever you are. It did. Oh, dude, they did a freaking version of Locust. I didn't even notice. I didn't go for it. I made it look
Okay, I'm pretty sure we did we did a good amount.
They did Ozma. Please, I'm gonna definitely link this person, and please, 25 subscribers. Hell, Maelstrom Radio just subscribed to you. Just subscribe. I'm gonna subscribe on my personal one. That is 25. Shin. I'm pretty sure we have 25. We get with this person. Let them redo all our music. I wouldn't even be angry. This person deserves all the love from this community. I please, when you go to our website, go find Hellraven's link to their YouTube and show them love. Give them all the love. They deserve it. They're
a whole 37.
Yeah. Listen.
And yet we have significantly less views on all of our stuff than they do. So
yeah,
we're doing something right.
Yep. Man, it blows it. Just more people need to see this person. That's what it is. I'll start linking it at Soken. I'll start posting this at Soken. Look at this. Check this out. But that is our mixtape for you all. We wanted to give you a little bit of rock and remixes and a little bit of rock remix, electric, EDM, dancing, progressive, different takes on different songs, and some artists you know, some artists you don't know. Hellraven, for example, is one you may not know. We know there are thousands of other people in the community that making music. There was people on that I could do a whole other show. I could do a whole show on Hellraven. I still have so much more music. Just do a whole show on Hellraven. And we still love it. And yet again, this month has been a love and passion for music, and a love and passion for this game's music, the music in which inspires us to do stuff like plays, and the music that take music that may be from the game or outside the game to inspire us to make new different types of content. And of course, we wanted to share some of our favorites. I don't think Shin. I kind of put this list together, but I don't think Shin disliked any of it, because I think if anything, he's probably going to be like, I need some of these.
I definitely want to go back and listen to those chiptunes more.
Right. The chiptunes are really good. Yeah, I found other chiptunes. I gotta say, like, we just didn't have the time. I could do a whole chiptune show.
We're already quite over our time.
We are. So we're gonna go ahead and let you know that you can join us on Umbra. It's on the Gilgamesh server. That's Primal Data Center. We're growing. We have a lot of people in there. Oh shit, Aether. Fuck. Sorry. Listen, after the
we've only been on the server for like 5, almost 6 months now.
Listen, I tried to do math this week and it didn't go well.
I'm really looking forward to trying that, because I'm pretty sure that my math is good enough that I could probably do it.
It threw me off. Like, I wasn't
I
expecting
haven't done this fight or know anything about it, but I know what a prime number is. I hear that's important.
It is. Well, one's not a fucking prime number. People kept saying 1.
No, 1 is not prime.
People kept one. Don't forget, one's prime. I'm like, no, it's not. Oh,
to be
God.
fair, it is a little controversial, but anyways, we can go into a whole, maybe that's next week. We can have a rant about like prime numbers and why math is hard.
Fucking stay tuned for Maelstrom Radio on June 1st, our math episode. About to get tutored, son. And of course, yesterday, I already asked Shin, so I know we're gonna go a little over, but I got the okay. Yesterday, John Total Biscuit Bane passed away. He was and if you don't know, but he was a YouTuber, a critic, a passionate gamer, and somebody who stood up for gamers and their rights to strive for better quality games, to make companies realize that we should speak with our wallets, and make sure that we're not getting screwed over by these companies, just like any other company should. And he fought for a lot of us, and many people didn't always agree with him on his reviews or his critiques, but at the end of the day, he knew what he was about, and he knew what he fought for, and he was an inspiration, especially to me. I'll be 33 next month, and he passed away at 33, and to cancer. And I know a lot of people are like, fuck cancer, and it's a thing that a lot of people deal with in your family, friends, and it sucks. But the one thing I remember, because I used to, and this is gonna date me, I remember when WoW first came out, there was no Nordrassil Radio, and he was on that. He was like a radio DJ with Jesse Cox, and they had their own radio podcasting type show. And he then did YouTube, and that inspired me to, when I did Evercast, to talk about games and look at them justifiably and still try to make it funny and lighthearted. And I still carry with that, that thought with me today to do Maelstrom Radio. Even though Maelstrom Radio is a totally different show from what Evercast was, and even my other show, what Loot Table is. Maelstrom Radio is more of a comedy community show where we talk to the people that play this game. But that doesn't mean that I shouldn't strive to do more with this and do more with our show and our ability to discuss gaming. His death, if anything, is a loss and an inspiration still for me to strive and do more within the gaming community, even if it's not at a gaming company, even if it is strapping and pulling my my boots up and putting my my feet to the grindstone and really pushing hard on making sure that I do what I'm passionate about. And 33 is a wake-up call, especially when he retired from YouTube to spend time with his family. So I'm just going to leave it at, rest in peace, Total Biscuit, and expect more from us and some other things that are outside of maybe even Final Fantasy. And I hope you stay along with us for that ride, whatever that ride is. But I have some thoughts and expect more from the Maelstrom Radio umbrella, because if anything, stuff's going to get real, and it may take a little bit of time for that stuff to see the light of day, but it'll happen. Thank you all for listening to me talk about a guy that I looked up to for 5 minutes. I appreciate it. And just it sucks. It sucks to lose somebody like that, especially somebody I looked up to. So rest in peace, fuck cancer, and if anything, do what he said on Twitter. Go play his best game of the year, 2014. go just go do that. By the way, which was Wolfenstein. So if you know what it is, go play Wolfenstein. Also, there is a GoFundMe for his wife and his son. I may be streaming this weekend and promoting that to help. I may not get many people donate, but any little bit helps. So with that, you can find us here Fridays at 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific Standard Time. You can find us on iTunes, Google Play Music, and Stitcher. You can go to our show site, which is maelstromradio.com. You're going to find the links to all this music there. Show them all love. Give Hellraven a little extra love. You can email us at show@maelstromradio.com. Email us your favorite artist. Maybe there's somebody we didn't know about, or you're like, hey, listen, like, you guys didn't play this person. I think you should listen to them. Send us your music from Final Fantasy. Hell, if you do remixes and you want us to show it off on the show, let us know. Send us your music if that's what you're about. I'd love to hear it. We're always looking for new music here. We love the community, like we said, and if you're doing something cool, get you on the show, talk about it. You can find our Discord, of course, on our website. That's also where you can find our email address too, if you're going to go there. It's kind of a one-stop shop. You can also find our Twitter there too. But if if you're on the Twitter right now in front of you, it's at Maelstrom_radio. And if you're on Facebook right now, you just go to Maelstrom Radio. So that's facebook.com/Maelstrom Radio. And of course, you can find us here on twitch.tv/Maelstrom Radio, week after week. Except that little break we take around the holidays. So we have 18 episodes left. I have now the vision, the idea for episode 100. So
only like 17 more to mess up before then.
Yeah, I swear to you, by like episode 98, we'll get it right.
We've been saying that for like 82 episodes.
That's getting real close. We're putting real pressure down now. So I don't have anything else. Shin, did you have anything else to add for tonight?
Nope.
All right. By the way, did you want to say goodbye real quick?
Goodbye real quick.
All right.
I also wanted to point out that our 100th episode is just going to hit just before FanFest.
Oh shit!
It's like just a month before FanFest, so it's going to be crazy.
It's gonna be,
and it's just before Extra Life as well, which is the week before FanFest, as though we weren't going to be stressed out enough.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna be dead. All right, I'm gonna need that week. I'm gonna need that like vacation. All right, let's do this. And one of these, and one of these. And of course, not last but not least, one of these. So it's episode 82. Thank you all so much for hanging out, listening to some music with us. Music May was a lot of fun, and we got to learn about Soken, like I said, and I got to listen to some awesome music today with my best friend, and I got to share that music with you all. And so, like I said, go to our website. You can learn more about all the people that we interviewed, all the people that we learned about, and all the music that we listened to. And of course, all the backlog of all of our episodes, which some are funny. So I would go listen to those. But till sea swallows all, keep listening.
Maelstrom Radio is a production of maelstromradio.com, Blackfire Media Productions. Final Fantasy XIV and Eorzea are trademarks of Square Enix. Opening theme provided by Benjamin Anthony James. You can find more of their music over at soundcloud.com/Ben773. Our outro is provided by Sodo. You can find more of their music over at soundcloud.com/Sodo. Views and opinions expressed on this episode are those of Maelstrom Radio and their host, and do not reflect the views and opinions of Square Enix. And until sea swallows all, keep listening.